Like a lot of characters' upbringing, it dictates a lot that seemed to unfold. Trevor's, to say the least, was based on his mommy issues. Throughout, we see his ways come from that, although it'll be something, of course, masked behind his motive for things. Unknowingly, he didn't even identify that this was why he was the way he was. So with that, of course, only destruction would happen, making up for things he once really never had control over. In 04, we already started to see the glimpse of his ways, stemming from how he actually came up. On paper, what's about to be seen shows his loyalty towards Michael, but even with that, we see him doing an unnecessary move, already showing how he looked at him to be and why he even jumped to that, which was out of fear of losing him.
I've seen his eyes! He's crazy! No one's crazy! I think. Be cool! That's right, pal! I'm just crazy! Oh boy! He didn't have to do that!
Let's get going! There'll be time for grieving later!
Yeah, you got that right.
And as many know, that would happen, but another telling thing would be shown after ironically taking a female innocent hostage. Once he was forced to leave his only real authority figure, still showing him with his issue reacting this way.
Hey, you, hey! Where's the chopper?
I don't know what you're talking about!
Fucking stay back! You come near me! She's fucking dead! Stay back!
God, help me!
Go!
Down the line though, as many know, he would find his way out in Sandy Shores. People at this point in his past wasn't in his life, so with this, he again easily masks what he always was deprived of. But as we're going to see, at this point, things about to not go in his favor. This alone would be telling to what he does.
Love me like you love me. Oh, ow! Oh, I'm getting a semi. You know why I'm getting a semi, Cupcake? Huh? It's not because I wanna fuck you. It's because you have been fucking me! And bang, 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 huh? Now normally, I have that whole beggars can't be choosers.
Take anything you can when it comes to love attitude. But when the love
takes the form of someone shitting on my business, I am not fucking interested!
What's your problem, huh? Why aren't you scared of me?
The fact he wasn't fearing this encounter already showed his battle with low self-esteem, also showing this is what he always tried to do to actually cover his mother issues, playing a tough guy. But again, this would show from this point forward what he's going to act like when things didn't go his way, to say the least, childlike. But again, with these new people, he was able to actually spin truths about him for the ones that did fear him. Before Trevor fully goes into detail regarding his ways, we hear his ways from his associate Ron. Ron being around him enough, he even knew he wasn't out there. But even with this, he would bring up how he loves his mother, showing Trevor letting this be known to not show the actual root of his problems.
Trevor is very pleased with how you're getting. So pleased that he couldn't get here himself. But he told me that if you keep this up, maybe he won't. Well, he's very happy, and trust me, a happy Trevor is a good Trevor, and we all want a good Trevor. I mean, he suffered a lot. He's not the horrific, bloodthirsty maniac that we all imagine he is.
Well, he is, but he's got a gentler side. He loves his mother. Anyway, after this, we'll all be rich, and you can get to know him better. A kind man who likes animals and children, and smoking crystal while the sun sets.
And we'll continue to see why he acts the way he does. When he's seen doing a deal, things would of course go wrong after putting trust in this guy.
Haha! A little advance from my earnings. You gotta speculate to accumulate. Now we've done the speculation. Soon, we'll do the accumulation. Very soon, all right? Now let's get the hell out of here, all right? I got the buyer coming through. Thank you. Fucking narc! You are under arrest for trespass. Get away! 46! Oh my God. Asshole!
But no one around, he harms himself, showing it was a time someone else did this enough to make him think he needed this before this point, having no other way to deal with this thing, along with his emotions stemming from a breakdown. As we're going to see though, again, him being around new people, he put his pain on others when not alone. Johnny's death was the result of this, especially with finding out Michael was alive. But even with this, he only responded the way he's about to, being called a mother.
You been with my girl again? I'm speaking with you, asshole!
I'm telling Johnny, leave it!
I ain't leaving nothing! Trevor!
I'm talking to you, motherfucker!
Are you? What are you saying?
This already would show what his button always was. Even on the way to continue to let his anger out, he checked Wade. This of course still stemming because of his mother.
We're in a hurry, but not that much of a hurry.
But if we bury Johnny in the desert and then quiet down that bitch Ashley he was in...
You think it's clever to disrespect women?
Disrespect? What? I wasn't disrespecting, I was just saying we should kill her.
You called her a bitch! Ain't you got a mother?
Everyone got mothers, at least one.
Well, don't say that word!
Okay, of course. I won't say it.
At this point, of course, it showed him having love for his mother. But the already damage will be seen to be done after we see his control regarding the people he actually was around, in a way again making up for the times when he was the one abused. Wade would be forced to look into Michael, let alone things being made to where he was forced to even be around.
Wade? What are you still doing here?
You said...
I said go find a fucking ghost in Los Santos, alright? You looking for motivation?
No, sir. It's just Los Santos is a big place.
Go!
With Ron even being forced to walk faster.
Run!
These things all would show the upbringing and why it came off as something normal to him. He would even bring up discipline, again showing him doing what was done to him at a point, going to say how he doesn't even feel great having to do it.
You know I don't like using these things. They're listening.
Then make it quick.
That business thing's been set up. The Chinese guy, Mr. Chang, is at the inn.
You said that on the phone? What the fuck is wrong with you, damn it, Ron? Now I'm gonna have to discipline you and you know how I feel about that.
But as we're going to see, arriving to meet the Chings, he would be a whole different person, which is of course is telling to what he actually needed and who he actually respected at this point of his life, that being a female figure.
Anyway, I saved your husband. Now give me a drink. I got a meeting.
Okay.
But any more bodies turn up in my bar.
I swear, I will not serve you.
We would even see this more with bail bondswoman Maud. Doing what she needed done, he would reveal what his motive was in helping her. Of course being, to say the least, having a soft spot for older women.
So, seeing as we're old acquaintances, what do you think about giving me a pass this time? All I did was cook up a batch, not even a real crime. You know how it is.
Well, let's look at this objectively, shall we? You've shot at me, insulted my rugged good looks, and shamelessly gone after my market share. I'd just consider yourself extremely lucky your heart is still beating and not being stomped under my foot right now.
Oh yeah, right. I heard about Johnny.
Yes. If it wasn't for the fact I'd made a commitment to Maud and have a soft spot for the mature woman.
Maud? Oh hell, she smells like spoiled chicken feed.
She would down the line go to say what she felt about him. And as we're going to see, Trevor was touched hearing that, being that again, he was never told this, even if it wasn't the best thing to say.
Hello, Maud.
You know, I kinda look upon you as the friend I never had, the son I never wanted, and the shrink I could never afford.
Do? Kinda.
At this point, Sandy Shores for Trevor was everything again he could mask and actually make him forget, and the things he couldn't, he had to inflict. Trevor, as many know, dealing with meth and weapons, the Chang's going with the O'Neills is even telling to why again he did what he did.
Chang, spreadsheet. Let's head outside and talk terms. Gentlemen, I think I have proved that my organization can handle weight. And I think I've proved that my organization is a reliable supplier.
Him saying the things he felt he proved, showing the two, showed him looking for validation, although the wrong approach was took.
Now give me some of that goddamn X.
I'm afraid we want to go down a different path.
What?
I'm very sorry.
You're sorry? You're fucking sorry? I just spilled my fucking guts out to you, and you say to me, you're sorry.
As we seen, he took this personal, not even seeing where he went wrong, although the damage already would be done. This next thing also would be telling, but once again, his trigger would show being alone, of course would about to take offense, hearing what he's about to hear.
Give me a sip of that.
What?
Come on, my throat's dry as a
Motherfucker.
Why? Is your mother dry when you...
What the fuck is that, huh?
Nothing.
Well, it didn't sound like nothing, all right? It didn't seem like nothing. I don't think that it was nothing.
I didn't mean nothing by it, old man.
Old man? Old man!
Fuck you, creepy old motherfucker. That's right. I said it. Creepy. Old.
Motherfucker! No! Jesus.
Huh?
No, come on.
What?
Sorry.
Now, where
sorry.
were we
Come on,
exactly,
get up,
huh?
Get up. Sorry, man. We're sorry.
You couldn't keep your mouth shut, could ya? You insult me in my hometown? I try to be a good neighbor, and this is what I get. Nobody talks about my mother. You want redneck? Oh, I'll give you redneck. I'm taking out the trash, Sandy Shores. Sorry, Trevor. Run, you little bastard! Get out here! We're going to Los Santos.
Are we?
Not you, me and Wade.
What about me?
You're CEO of Trevor Phillips Enterprises. Find us some business so that we can make some money. And tidy my shit up.
Going to LS now, he would then face having to remember the past, but with that, a lot would continue to reveal. Taking over Floyd's apartment was still him trying to be someone to others and being over someone, just like how he was raised. But reuniting with Michael, someone who really knows where his ways came from, will still show his issue. As many know, hearing the position Tracy was in, he instantly became overprotective, not even caring that this was something she wanted to do.
Tracy being humiliated. Let's go. We go get her.
But him revealing why he took this approach in the first place, of course, would be telling.
Yeah, well, that little girl sat on my lap when she was 2 years old, and I swore to God that I would rip the fucking skin off anyone who fucking wronged her.
At the time, Michael was all he had, so of course with his firstborn, again, was why he made this vow. And of course, for the fact alone, he never had no one that cared enough to do something like this for him. But again, as we know, this wasn't even necessary. This was just projection from his past. Ironically, Trevor talked about wanting to be a dancer back in the day.
I tried breakdancing, I'll be honest. Wasn't pretty.
But that not working out for him was the push to this moment.
This is your daughter. You should be wanting to rip the fucking ponytail off the back of this guy's head. And you! Huh? Pants off. Okay. There you go. All right.
What are you doing?
Now, I want you to dance sexy, celebrity.
I mean, I need music or...
Are you trying to fucking annoy me, huh?
I'll dance.
Good.
Even down the line, he shows jealousy toward Franklin, something people with mother issues have for people, especially with his best friend having a new score mate. But even with this though, he would make it his duty to pop up on Franklin. But of course, his attention wouldn't even be on him at first, of course, because he's seen his aunt.
Hello, Missy. Wow, Franklin. You never told me that you had a sister.
I'm Denise, Franklin's housemate.
And Aunt, my mother's old dried up ass
Shut
sister.
the fuck up!
Yeah, shut the fuck up!
Even being on her side instantly showed his mommy issues, trying to please her into something. He would then give her money, but not getting the reaction he wanted, he ends up just trying to please Franklin and Lamar.
Is it $7?
I said something nice, not expensive. You want to be a greedy fucking cow, huh? No. Now get the fuck out of here. All right. We shooting shit up, spraying some motherfuckers. I can drive by with the best of them. Hey, since we're out here banging, either you got some dust.
Fool wanna get butt naked?
I'll get wherever it takes me, homeboy.
Homie's crazy, man. So I've heard.
Later, things would start to reveal, being around Franklin, with Trevor opening up regarding his upbringing. He goes to say how things was complicated, showing the battle he had, while still not fully explaining why that was the case.
My father, my actual father, the one I think was my father, he was not a nice man. It's incredible I turned out as well as I did.
Incredible.
My mother was very complicated. Is very complicated. Well, extremely complicated. In many ways, I was deprived of some pretty basic things, but I don't complain. I should have been an artist. I nearly was. If I'd stayed at school, I would have been.
For real?
Yeah, for real. Like a singer or someone who does pictures.
He would then bring up moving around a lot, from group homes to father figures, while of course still about to be seen giving his mother a branch, not saying anything bad about her. This alone, though, will start to show his denial.
Give me the lowdown. Give me the scoop pie. Give me the truth.
I guess it was kind of tough, dog. You know, I grew up in Los Santos.
Here?
Yeah.
Tough? Listen, I grew up in 5 states, 2 countries, 14 different homes, 8 fathers, 3 care homes, 2 correctional facilities, 1 beautiful, damaged flower of a mother. I've served time. My country, your country, and myself. I've committed every mortal sin. I've loved, hated, and searched for meaning. And do you find me saying things were tough?
Wasn't until Michael came around to when this again would be called out. But with this, Trevor's response is of course telling.
Has anything changed, or are you dudes still the same?
Has Michael changed? Let me think. Well, he changed his name and came back from the dead. That's kind of a big change.
Yeah, Trevor ain't changed at all. He's always had anger issues.
Anger issues? Me?
Anger issues. And other issues.
Oh, well, what? Other issues?
Mother issues.
You did not just say that. He did not just say that.
Already having his button pushed, Michael would ask about his mother's whereabouts, but Trevor would still try his best to hide their relationship at this point.
I said it. How is your mom?
That is none of your business. She's such a sweet woman, a delicate flower. I don't want her to see me like this.
And here, Trevor revealing he goes out of his way to avoid his mom, of course is telling that he actually has
mother issues.
I will cut a hole in your throat and pull your tongue out if it even looks like it's starting to form the letter M.
And anger issues.
This alone, he would still use his mother as a tool when it came down to destruction, still being forced to be reminded of her.
Hey, yo, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Hey, what's cracking on me? What you doing around here, man?
Me?
Yeah, you motherfucker, you.
What?
I'm talking to you, motherfucker. Who else you think I'm talking to, homeboy?
I'm getting bored of this.
What?
It's not legally fucking if you do not penetrate.
Shit, man. Fucker. Any more mother jokes? I want to hear them. Call me motherfucker again. Go on.
Meanwhile, during this time, Michael continued to call Trevor out with the things he ignored.
Hey, how's therapy going, Mikey? Had any breakthroughs?
Firstly, fuck you. And secondly, clearly not. I'm still spending time with you. See, Frank, Trevor is the one who really needs therapy, or medicating, or being neutered, or something like that. You know, he's taking his childhood issues out on the rest of humanity, and until the rest of us suffer as much as him, he ain't gonna stop.
And would even bring up the reality of things, with Trevor only of course denying him being a hipster, not speaking on the real though.
Oh yeah, you are so real. See, Frank, some clapped out hipster psychopath with mommy issues. That's reality.
I am not a hipster.
Ironically, he would run into a hipster, only about to do what he's about to do, for the fact alone of what this guy's shirt said.
Anodyne. Hey, what the fuck?
I find your t-shirt more than a little offensive. There's one thing I cannot stand. It's post-ironic hipsters.
If you don't like it, you can go back to Canada, dude. Come on, you want a piece of me, huh?
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Oh,
Run, you little fuck!
Down the line, things would continue to show itself once the three started working for Devin Weston, after of course seeing his assistant, Molly.
What's going on?
From this point forward, the only thing he took from this whole ordeal was her, for the fact alone of her attitude he obviously seen before, that he identified with.
Yes?
I know that voice. You're that Johnson's Johnson.
Molly Schultz, Senior Vice President and General Counsel to Devin Weston's holding company, if that's what you mean.
Oh, keep talking. I'm enjoying this.
Let's assume you're talking about the cars. Bring them to Hayes Auto on Little Bighorn in South LS. Mr. Weston and I will meet you there.
Whoa, don't hang up.
I think I love you.
Hey, if it's about the girl, I saw her first.
No sexual harassment in the workplace, T. Not on my watch.
I'm serious. Both of you, back off her.
Down the line, he would even reveal his satisfaction of even coming across older women, going to say how he's understood more, along with him revealing that abandonment was the reason.
Love ain't a test of standards. It ain't an exam, nigga. Love don't know about age. Ain't that right, T?
Absolutely. Personally, I find women my age are too immature to really get me.
You too? My man.
I've always found that. Ever since I was abandoned.
He would even bring up his mother, revealing the real, not even trying to hide it at this point.
Your mom left?
Wasn't left alone before they found her dead.
I was a child. I had a mother. She left me too.
Shit, can you blame her?
She came back. She left again. She came back. She left again.
She must really like hurting you.
Don't say anything about my mom.
All right, homie. Chill. Just chill out.
So of course later, about to do a job with Michael, once again, his attention went to tour, seeing Patricia.
Hi. Hello.
But Trevor, me, and Madrazo would be more assault on an already open wound. As we see, Patricia was only the really nice female to Trevor and LS at this point. But throughout this meeting, his focus became seeing how she was treated.
For fuck's sake, just let him in.
Right this way, gentlemen.
Patricia, get us something to drink, would you? Quickly!
Huh? Trevor, come on.
You still want the drink?
Not now! Pendeja!
Instantly, he would already be jaded, especially after being told that this was a no-choice type situation. About to be told about Madrazo, though, he would of course bring up his focus.
We weren't casing the joint.
We didn't agree to a fee for this job, so what's it all about?
Okay, the guy lives well. That don't mean we're robbing him. When the time comes, he'll do the right thing. If he don't, please, let me handle it.
You don't get a wife like that without being rich and an asshole, right?
The fuck?
Alright, listen to me. We'll talk about that later. I want you to just drop off the files. I gotta get rid of this rifle, then we'll talk.
There's been a change of plans. You don't need to come to the ranch. Meet me at Stoner Cement Works, a little up Sonora Road from there.
What are you doing, Trevor?
Nothing you wouldn't do.
Now, shit.
Unfortunately, I think that we're gonna have to lay low for a little while we discuss things with Martin.
Oh, you think?
Why don't you hop in the back? All right, now, Patricia. She already called shotgun.
Kidnapping Patricia started from just a ransom type thing, but his mindset quickly would change, calming down while still trying to play his day-to-day role. Back at the town, he always got his way in for the most part.
Listen, beautiful. I'm sorry about everything that's happened, and I can't guarantee no harm's gonna come to you. I might have to chop you up into little pieces before spraying your pulp mess down the drain, but I really hope it doesn't come to that.
I appreciate your honesty. You are a good man.
I can see that.
And hearing this, something he never really heard before, of course, his mind already would be made up regarding her. He even later would text Michael letting him know. This alone, though, he could actually be himself. Patricia being around was a breath of fresh air for him. Even little things like his trailer being clean started to give Trevor clarity. And to say the least, her being older, it was easier for Trevor to have that mother role while still trying the relationship role at the same time. But of course, this wouldn't last long. Having to give her back to Martin would only serve him right, disregarding the situation of her being around in the first place.
Everyone I love abandons me.
Of course, this would only cause him to act out from this point forward. With this though, he would still do telling things. Taking over the vanilla unicorn would of course be because of his mother being the stripper before. But down the line, things would finally reveal itself. going out of his way to avoid his mother while being the result of someone who needed that nurturing. She would then find his whereabouts, going to confirm what he always was. Also, keep in mind the reason she popped back up in his life was for the fact alone she needed something, going to make him feel bad about himself to get what she wanted.
So, you've done well for yourself.
What are you doing here?
Is that how you greet your mother, Trevor?
I didn't know they let you out.
So you never wrote to me? You never visited?
Well,
I bet you never found a girl. Tell me, Trevor, are you...
No.
Is that what this is all about?
Oh.
As many know, Trevor was a little... something he couldn't even answer for himself.
I guess I've been wondering, man. Are you gay?
No. Yeah. Whatever. Labels, bro. Bang, bang. You want me to...
Look, man, I want you to be happy. And a bit less frightening.
Oh, well, that's good, because that's what I am. Whatever's making me happy.
But this was why he went out of his way to avoid her, being ashamed of his own ways and making what she feels about him everything. Although she was the cause of a lot, she would even go to include herself thinking Trevor was ashamed of her. But that obviously wasn't the case. With this though, as we're going to see, he would then start to try to please, something we see him do throughout. But with this, he still would be looked down upon, leading him to actually take what she's saying to heart, leading it to something else telling.
I wouldn't care. In fact, I've always wanted a son who wouldn't forget about his mother.
But Ma!
Nothing. Not a peep. I carried you in here. I fed you. I weaned you. Now look at you. You always were an ungrateful, wretched, sniveling sack of shit of a boy. You know it, and I know it. There was always something wrong with you. Ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of me. Of your own mother. I've been here for hours. And have you gotten me a drink? Or a cigarette? Or massaged my feet? I'm an old woman, and you, in the prime of life, have you nothing inside?
I'm so sorry.
There, it's okay, son.
As we see, Miss Phillips went to try and console Trevor, but this alone would show how quick she is to again console while instantly about to cut it off.
Oh, that's it now!
And this was who he loved. Again, the only reason Trevor was emotional here was for the fact he knew he wasn't living right, how he acted, etc. The only problem was this beratement only is a thing at this moment for the fact again she needed something, to say the least, manipulating him into getting her end goal. Firsthand, this would be something that's shown about to bring up where she fell short, but putting blame on Trevor, something he took the bait on, trying to of course please her.
Here I am, old and tired and alone.
I'm so sorry for everything.
Exactly.
For everything. I'm an old woman, Trevor. I don't got no insurance.
Oh, I got money!
Is that what you think I am? A prostitute? Still? You're sick.
What can I do?
A lot of pain. I need you to get me some more Deludamol.
I can do that.
A lot of them. A truckload, literally. And not those weedy little ones. The 1,000 milligram ones. And if you find me a gentleman, well, we both know you need a father figure.
To say the least, Miss Phillips had Trevor wrapped around her finger. Her words was true to Trevor for the fact alone she was the one who said them. This was why he attempted to cut her off, taking it, while still having mom-like influences in his life, ironically resembling all from her, from age all the way down to short hair. All she really did for Trevor was make confusion. Getting meds for her, Trevor of course felt he had the chance to redeem himself since money wasn't enough, but of course, she was already gone.
Mom! Mom! I got the meds! Mom!
Mom! No, Mother!
Abandonment, people pleasing, abuse was everything Trevor went through, so of course he did the same to others, all stemming from mommy issues.